Okay, so the calcite compensation depth, the CCD in oceanography refers to the depth at which the rate of carbonate accumulation equals the rate of carbonate dissolution. The input of carbonate to the ocean is through rivers and deep sea hypothermal vents, and the CCD intersects with lengths of the world's oceanic ridges. In the Atlantic Basin, the CCD is 500 meters, which is about 1,600 feet deeper than in the Pacific Basin, reflecting both a high rate of supply and low rate of dissolution in comparison to the Pacific. There's a variation in input, productivity, and dissolution rates in the geological past and have caused CCD to cover over 2,000 meters, which is considered about 6,600 feet. Carbon gets incorporated into marine organisms as organic matter and structural calcium carbonate. When organisms die, their dead cells, shells, and other parts of skin sink into the deep part of water, and decay releases carbon dioxide into this deep water. The seafloor area between the current and the pre-industrial CCD contains the calcitic sediments subject to the greatest increase in their dissolution rate. During this anthropogenic solution, the CaCO3 budget at the sediment water interference switches from gain to deficient when the rising CCD becomes shallower than the seafloor, causing the dissolution of falling calcitic particles before their burial in the sediment. Mid-ocean ridges are commonly found at an elevation above the CCD, therefore calcareous ooze can accumulate on top as seafloor spreading occurs and the plates move away in opposite directions. Abyssal clays or the siliceous oozes, are deposited on top of the calcareous ooze, and the plates eventually subside below the CCD. The abyssal and the siliceous layer that protects the calcareous from being exposed to the cold acidic seawater and dissolved. The distribution of modern calcareous is generally found along mid-ocean ridges and in low-latitude ocean basins. This is because for the occurrence that most mid-ocean ridges are at a level higher than the CCD, and that low-latitude ocean basins are typically warm and often not as deep as the CCD. So in the picture that was shared with this assignment, part of the exam, it would be above where the CCD is labeled on there. The calcareous sediment can only accumulate in depths shallower than the calcium carbonate compensation depth, the CCD. Below the CCD, calcareous sediments dissolve and will not accumulate. The lysocline represents the depths where the rate of the dissolution increases dramatically. The abyssal clay is plate-shaped and often negatively charged. It's near shore and generated by chemical weathering or glaciers and is transported by rivers. And offshore, transported by wind. Offshore and shallower than the CCD, calcareous ooze dilutes all the others, and deeper than the CCD, under areas of high productivity, the siliceous ooze dilutes all the others. Deeper than the CCD, under all areas of low productivity, abyssal clay predominates, which means it is not diluted by other types. I pulled up this one. The blue is the calcareous ooze that I was talking about, which is where the sediments can only accumulate in depths shallower than the CCD, and then in the brown is the abyssal clay that is like plate shaped and often transported by wind. And then the blue, and then that gray is that continental sediment that I talked about previous in this video. So yeah, that's my video.